Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. Today we are going to build an app that changes screens sometimes. So we've made some simple apps that all kind of operate on one screen, and there's a lot of good tutorials for apps that have many screens, but I found most of them contain a lot of libraries and extra information. So this is going to introduce you how to make a pretty simple app that navigates through multiple screens. This app is going to be a two truths and a lie app. So I'm going to use it to give you some information about me in the form of two things that are true and one thing that's a lie. So what I'm going to point out is that I've changed the name of the app already up there, and that if we go to my app, typically this app main right here, this indicates the starting point for the app. So when you kick on the app, it always runs out through this app main. And instead of having content view here, I'm going to change this a little bit. And I'm going to call it home screen. Okay. And I'm also going to put it inside what's called a navigation stack. Okay, so a navigation stack is kind of like the other stacks we've used in that it's sort of a compilation of things that you see, but a navigation stack has a lot of other added features to it. And so it will allow us to navigate through from our home screen to other screens. Now what you notice is I have an error, and that's because it says it cannot find home screen in scope. And so to fix that, I actually go to here to my content view, and I have this structure that typically is called content view, and it contains, the picture that you see as the globe and the hello world. And we're going to change this from content view to home screen, just to indicate to us that, we start on this home screen, and this is where kind of things come from. And I should be able to preview this, and you'll see that it still contains the globe and the hello world comment. But I don't really want my app to contain that information. I want it to contain some information about me. So what I'm going to be doing is I will start it off by selecting this and kind of getting rid of this stuff. And I'm going to put in some information. So I'll tell you some information about me. My name is Andy. And I'm going to make this big, and I'm going to make it a title. Okay. And then I'm going to put some padding on it too. Just let it bounce around a little. And I'm going to tell you about the game we're going to play. So we'll say two things below are true, but one is a lie. And I'm going to say try picking the lie to learn about me. Okay. And if you want to, you can frou-frou all this up by making it cool colors and making the fonts cool. And I really encourage you to explore the user interface while you do that. But what I'm going to show you right now is what's called a navigation link. Okay. And so what a navigation link does is it will go to what's called a destination. And that is the essentially structure within my app that I want you to see. And so I'm going to make my destination screen 1. And that is going to be the screen associated with the first thing that I am going to put in here. And so what I'm going to put in is some text. And it'll kind of look like a button. And I'll say text. And I'll say my sister's name is Liz. All right. And so when this is built, you'll actually be able to see it here. But you can't see it immediately, actually. And we'll talk about why in a minute. So I made some padding. I'm going to give it a foreground color of blue. I'm feeling like I'm in a blue and orange. mode. Maybe if you know about me, you might know why that is. It's orange. And then we're gonna add a corner radius. And I'll make that about 8. Okay, so right now I've made this navigation link, but it's not showing up. And the reason it's not showing up is because it cannot find screen 1 in scope. And what you'll see is that I have not yet made in my program a screen 1. And so I'm gonna add a screen right here in a Swift file, and we'll rename this, try to rename that, screen 1. And I'll do it like that, that's okay. Okay, and inside this Swift file, I need to make my screen 1. So I already have imported Swift UI. I'm gonna go make a structure called screen 1. Okay, and I'll give it a view. And I'll say there, body. Do that. Okay, and then I'll put some information there. So I'm going to make a VStack. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, no, we'll do that. We'll give it some spacing. And in this VStack, I'm going to put some information, or I'm going to put some things that I want to be there. So first, I'm just going to write screen 1 so that the user knows when they get here. Oh, okay, I'm in screen 1. And I'll add font and a title. All right. And it'll just say screen 1. And the second thing I'll put here is a navigation link to go home. So I'll want you to be able to, after you click on the first piece of information, it'll bring you to screen 1, and then you'll see whether or not it's a truth or a lie, and then you'll be able to go back too. So we'll add go home right here, and we'll add some braces here, and I'll send you back to home screen. Okay, and we'll add one of those right there, and that'll kind of be that. Okay, now I don't have any errors that I can see. So right now, if you go back, it says it's got destination screen 1. And I can look at it right here, and it says, my name is Andy. 2 things below are true, but 1 is a lie. Try picking the lie to learn about me. And so if I click on my sister's name is Liz, you'll see it goes to screen 1. And then if I click go home, it goes back here. Now, one of the things I want to note is that it has this back button there as well. And it actually accomplishes the same, well, a similar thing for us in that it goes back and forth. And this is because I'm actually making new screens, one over the top over the other. And when I do this back button, it brings me back to where I came from. There are ways to eliminate that, and we can deal with that. But for right now, we're just going to let it be. And you can Google up some ways to essentially eliminate the back button when you use a navigation stack. If you search that up, you'll find some tutorials that show you how to do that. So I'm going to finish my app real quickly, and you'll be able to see and learn some things about me. Now, when I go over here, I made screen 1 and I put it in this structure called screen 1. I think I actually changed the name of it. Yeah, I changed the name of it to screen 1, but this should match, and it probably will the next time I build it. But I'm going to go ahead and add a couple more screens right here and just change the numbers on them. So I'll have 3 pieces of information that you can look at. So we'll go here and we'll add a couple of Swift files, and I'll rename them screen 2. I'll rename that, maybe. There we go, screen 3. Okay, and now what I actually want to do is I want to take this content from screen 1 and essentially just copy and paste it into screen 2 and screens 2 and 3. I could build these structures for screens 2 and 3 inside the same Swift file, but I'm just trying to articulate for you, you might not want all your screens to be extremely similar. So you might want your screens to kind of behave or just be written in other places. You might have different students write up different screens and have them kind of show up. But if I copy it over, I got to change this to screen 2, and I got to change this to screen 2, and I got to change this one. We'll put screen 3 right here. Okay, and now I'm going to add some things into my home screen. I'll add in some other points about me. So let's try that. So I'm going to select this, and we'll add in some other navigation links. So if I do this, oop, that was a mistake. Here we go. Go there. Let's add in some more navigation links. And we'll add one more. So I'm going to make that one screen 3. I'll make that screen 3. Come up here, I'll make this screen 2. And I'll make this screen 2. And we can just test it out. Oh, that was a mistake. I didn't mean to add those structures there. Whoops. Let's undo a lot of that. I meant to copy over not the screens, but the navigation links. That was an error. So let's grab this real quickly. Okay. And we're copying and pasting the navigation links, not the structures for the screens. Okay, and now I'll add in some other things about me that might be true or might be false. So instead of my sister's name is Liz, we want our destination for screen 2 to be something else, and then maybe screen 3 to be a different thing. So instead of going to screen 2, instead of the second piece of information being my sister's name is Liz, let's say I like to cook for my family. And let's make the third one for screen 3. What's a good one? I have traveled to South America. Let's try that. Okay, so if we now want to just take a preview, you can see that I've got the information about me. My sister's name is Liz. Okay, go home. I like to cook for my family. Okay, that's screen 2. And then it says screen 3 if I click on I've traveled to South America. Well, that's fun, but I got to tell you which one's a truth or a lie, right? So to do that, I'm actually going to go to the screens and then just change the content on the screens. So right here, I'm going to change this one from screen 1 and tell you that that is true, that my sister's name is Liz. And on screen 2, I'm going to tell you that if you got to screen 2 and you said, I like to cook for my family, that is also true. And then the last thing I'm going to then tell you is I have not traveled to South America. So that is actually false. Okay. And so if I were to go to my app preview and I click on here, hey, it tells you it's true. And if I click on there, it tells you that's true. But if I click on there, it says it's false. All right. And so this is how we can make an app with multiple screens that you could navigate using navigation links. Thank you so much for doing this with me, and I will hopefully have another video soon.